What's up, everybody? You're watching the Kyle and Craig Show.
My name is Kyle.
My name is Craig.
We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're brothers. Give me a high five.
Your brothers? No. Yes!
What's up, guys? Today we're talking about Liverpool losing to Real Madrid in the Champions League final yesterday, 3-1.
And why Kyle is morbidly depressed about it.
Super fucking depressed.
Now, we may have touched on it a little bit last week. What were your predictions going into the game?
We would win 7-0.
7-0.
No, I thought Liverpool realistically would win. Probably like a 2-1 game, a 3-2 game. 3-2 if I had to put money down.
I had 3-1 Liverpool, and I don't know why, but that's just what my gut was telling me.
Yeah. A lot of people were picking Liverpool, man. A lot of people, there were like two sides. There was like no middle. Like either you picked Real Madrid, obviously. I keep saying dumbass fucking.
You do deep
I don't know. I keep doing that. But no, like it's for real. Like nobody was like, it might be a close game, but there's like no way Liverpool's gonna win.
It's
like
Liverpool's gonna blow Real out the water, or Real's gonna blow Liverpool out of the water.
Yeah. And a lot of people, like watching the pregame stuff yesterday, a lot of people were picking Liverpool to win. You know, one guy picked Liverpool to win 3-2, and I was super surprised they said that. So, you know, it was like on both sides. It wasn't not everybody thought this was gonna be complete whitewash of a game, and it turned out that it wasn't. Turned out that the difference was 2 mistakes by Liverpool's goalkeeper, and once in a lifetime or 2 in a lifetime kick by
Gareth Bale. Yeah, what
and
a freak of freaking nature.
Now it's 3-1.
And
you know what I mean?
Injury.
And a ridiculously fucking bullshit ass.
Yeah. So
punk ass.
Quick recap
move.
of the game. So, obviously Real Madrid is fucking Real Madrid. If you're watching this show and you know a damn thing about sports, you should know who Real Madrid is.
They've won the Champions League 2 years in a row, 3 out of the last 4 years. Winning it yesterday makes it 3 in a row and 4 out of the last 5 years. So this Real Madrid team is the best club team in a pocket of time of all time.
Yeah. With players
Without a
like doubt. Cristiano Ronaldo, Sergio Ramos,
Marcelo,
Danny Carvajal, Jordi Alba? No, they don't have Jordi Alba.
Oh. Carvajal.
Yeah, Carvajal's who I'm thinking of. Gareth Bale.
Toni Kroos. Benzema.
Thank you. I was trying to remember his name. Benzema. Marco Asensio. Just killers. All across the board, killers. Coached by Zinedine Zidane. And if you don't know soccer, you know Zinedine Zidane. He's the guy who did the headbutt in the World Cup like 8 years ago.
Awesome.
So that guy is now coaching Real Madrid.
France a fucking World Cup.
And they made it through the Champions League, which is like the best teams in all of Europe, the best club teams in all of Europe, regardless of country or like border, all play each other in a big tournament. So the top 4 clubs from every association.
Yeah, Italy, Europe,
Spain,
Germany,
France. Spain. Yeah, England. You said Europe.
England.
Yeah, and they all play each other. And on the other side of the bracket, we had Kyle's favorite team, Liverpool, make it out. And they were one of the best teams in the world this season. They finished 4th in the Premier League, which is not a great representation
but it doesn't really,
of how good they
exactly,
were.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Especially how dominant they were in the Champions League with wins over
Man City,
twice. Roma. Yeah, they beat Man City twice. You know, they beat. Did you guys beat us once in the Premier League? Beat Manchester.
Yeah. No, I don't think we did. We tied both times, didn't we?
Yeah, we might.
No, you beat me the second time.
Oh yeah, okay. But either way, Liverpool's
playing
killers.
really, really good.
Liverpool has this player, Mohamed Salah, who is arguably the hottest player on the planet right now.
Yeah, second best player on the planet right now behind Ronaldo.
Yeah.
And so the game opens, and the first 25 minutes, 30 minutes, complete dominance by Liverpool.
Yeah.
Exactly how we wanted to start the game. Fast-paced, a lot of offensive chances, a lot of pressure on the offensive side of us anytime Real Madrid got the ball on their defensive end. A lot of pressure from the midfield and the forwards, like we always fucking do. And like the game could not have started more perfect, short of a goal.
Yeah.
No,
go ahead.
Yeah, short of a goal. And then around the 25th minute, 30th minute, Mohamed Salah and Sergio Ramos are going for the ball. And Ramos grabs Mohamed Salah and literally armbars him to the ground.
Yeah,
There's no reason. I played soccer for most of my life, till high school. Craig played soccer. Anybody who watches soccer knows that this is not a soccer move. heard people talking in like the halftime show, like, oh, that's a soccer move. It just happens. Like, no.
It's not.
He grabs his. There's literally no reason for you to grab his arm.
He like
You're not even attempting to go after the ball.
He like wraps his arm intertwined with his arm.
Yep.
Is he? He like
I got
does
you. Yep.
this thing, and then who am I?
I am Ramos.
Okay,
right
so
side.
he's
so I
Ramos.
grabbed your right arm.
Yep.
And we're going to the floor.
Yeah.
So we're going to the floor, and as we're going to the floor, we both fall forward, and I am tugging on your arm. There's a perfect picture of Sergio Ramos. This is your arm.
Yeah.
Sergio Ramos' shoulder is right here on top of his arm.
Yeah.
This right arm is not the arm that was affected, but because you got slammed this way, Mohamed Salah's left shoulder is the one that got hurt.
And he falls on top of his left shoulder,
hard,
followed by his body weight landing
rolling
on the left
over,
shoulder,
and Sergio rolling over on him.
Ramos landing on top of him as well.
Yeah.
So it's like two full amounts of body weight landing on top of his shoulder. So what I thought it was originally his clavicle.
I immediately thought it was
being right here.
I immediately thought it was a dislocated shoulder.
Yeah.
Because just the way he was laying there, the way he like was moving one arm but not the other.
Yeah.
And then so he was down for a minute, and then his medical team comes out and they look at him, and we don't know if they popped the shoulder back in or not, or what they were doing.
I think they were checking to see if it was popped out or not.
Yeah. And so then he gets off the field, and then like within 30 seconds he's back on the field. It's like, all right, let's go. And he's on the field for all of like 30 to 45 seconds, and then we get to a corner, and there's a corner kick for Liverpool, and Salah's like out, like way outside the box by himself, like not even close to being inside of this play. And then the play happens, the corner goes, and then it like ends up being a goal kick. And then the next scene you see is just Mohamed Salah on the floor, both hands covering his face in tears, because he just knows that there's no way he can continue.
What a moment.
Yeah, it was a horrible moment. And like the whole thing about this game was like Salah versus Ronaldo.
Yeah,
like
and that
for
was
the
like their best player, like
for the Player of the Year award, the
Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, and it's just like that's just what this game was supposed to be about. And 30 minutes in, we lost our best player.
Yeah, and people were discussing even last night. I was out with Javi, and we were talking about it, like whether it's a soccer move or not, or where that falls under that line. And to me, it's like it wasn't just anybody. It was the person who caused the injury was Sergio Ramos, who has a history of these types of plays, and these type of things, and he's one of the best defensemen ever,
and he's one of my favorite players, man, and that's why it sucks so bad, because like he's one of my favorite players. And I'm always like Ramos posting things on Facebook. People always comment like, oh, who's your favorite soccer players or whatever, and I always have Ramos on there. I've been a Ramos fan for a really long time, but like I see him do things where it's like, bro, that's a little bitch made. Why are you doing this? Why are you acting this way? That was a little dirty. Even in last year's Champions League final, when they were playing Juventus, he did something like right towards the end of the game. It was like the end. It was like they were like on the outside of the pitch, and some dude bumped him, but like barely bumped him, and then he like flipped over or some shit and was like complaining like crazy, like he just got hit, and I was like, dude, come on, man, like you didn't even get touched. And then 2 seconds later, Sergio did something to the guy, kicked him or stepped on him or walked over him or did something, and it's like, bro, I love you, you're really good. Probably the best defender in the world. Like, there's literally no reason for you to play like this. That's kind of what makes him that good, though. He's got that edge. He's got that little roughness to him. Like, you're gonna come around me. You coming into the dog cage.
Coming in the dog cage, get bit.
You come in Shark Tank, you're gonna get bit. But this wasn't in defense. This was in the middle of the field. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and it was like the farthest thing away from a soccer movie that could possibly happen.
Yeah.
100% dirty play. And like yesterday, I wasn't trying to defend it because I was pissed, and I'm going for Liverpool in this 100%, no matter how much I like Ramos. Like, did he mean to break his fucking shoulder and kick him out of the game?
Yeah,
maybe he did, maybe not. But
definitely,
did he mean to like knock the wind out of him?
Try to get him out of the game, or
let him
something
know up.
Let him know
that like you about to have a rough day.
Me.
Like everybody lets you run free. Guess what? That's not today.
Yeah.
Even though that's not what the story was in the first 25 minutes. Because Liverpool was doing whatever the hell they wanted.
And I mean,
so man on man, real soccer. I feel like we would have had a good day. You know what I'm saying? So he decided to do something about it, and it's just like it's just so dirty. So dirty, man.
It is. It's fucked up. And so just the fact that it's Ramos and he has this history, and it was after 30 minutes of of ass kicking, and
Yeah.
they couldn't do anything. The defense, whether it's you want to call it adjustment time, but I don't really believe in like adjustment
Real Madrid
time,
is a slow,
especially not Real. They're
like-
slow start.
like you could the thing about it was like Liverpool could do all that stuff, but without a goal, 50 minutes later, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Liverpool's dominated the last 50 minutes. Cool. Gareth Bale,
I
bicycle kick.
even had the thought.
It means
I'm like,
nothing.
okay, great. This is it was that like the 25-minute mark just before Salah
It's
got
kind of like
hurt.
boxing.
Um,
When a boxer just unloads on somebody,
yeah,
it's like, dude, this dude's been dominating for the last 5 rounds. It's like, all right, cool. 6 and 7, you're gonna be tired. I'm gonna punch you in the face.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
I don't know how many dudes I can tell you have that strategy, especially in like MMA and boxing.
Yeah.
But it was like, okay, we have all these opportunities. They have all these chances. You need to score one, and you need to score two.
And I feel like
because
if he
you're
didn't
playing
get hurt,
Real, you know, like you
Yeah.
need to put 2 goals in the back of that fucking net right now because it's Real Madrid, and we still got a long time to go.
Yeah.
You know,
we for sure would have scored before the end of the half.
yeah,
He got hurt at the 30th minute, gives us another 15 minutes before the half. The way we were playing, we would have gotten one.
yeah.
And this whole conversation is literally going to be a what if conversation, but we for sure would have scored. Like,
Yeah.
there's no doubt in my mind. I've watched enough Liverpool football this year to know that like that's how a lot of our games are. A lot of the games are starting with that, like
Pressure,
so many
pressure,
chances,
pressure,
so many
pressure, pressure.
chances,
Yeah.
and no goals, and then we get one, and then the floodgates open. Like when they play that way that they were playing, they're gonna score without a doubt, no matter who they're playing.
And
Beat Man City 3 times in a matter of 2 weeks. Like nobody's done that. It's unheard of. You know what I'm saying?
And the real loss here, apart from them just losing and obviously not winning the Champions League final, is they were there not only to win the title, they're there to show the world and this is why I was cheering for them. I got into a little bit with people on Facebook about I'm a Man United fan, but I was cheering for Liverpool because I wanted the world to see that English soccer is just as good, if not better, than Spanish soccer.
Yeah,
You're
that's not what
on
history
the
tells
same
us.
plane.
Did you see that post yesterday
No.
about like it's like Spanish dominance, and it's a list of the last 5 UCL winners,
Yeah.
Champions League winners, and the last Europa League winners.
It's all
5, right? 5 years on both, so that's 10 winners.
Yeah.
9 Spanish winners.
Yeah.
Man City, Real Madrid, and Barcelona over the last 5 years for the UCL, and then for the Europa League, it's Atletico Madrid, Manchester United, Atletico Madrid, and then Sevilla. 3 years in
yeah.
a row. Just complete Spanish dominance in the 2 biggest
Tournament.
domestic
European tournaments.
club tournaments. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just straight dominance from Spanish soccer, man.
Yeah. But so this was supposed to be the time to show like, oh shit,
Yeah.
look at these guys. And those first 30 minutes did it. So for Ramos to make this move against the best player on the field that early in the game, knowing that they were already feeling that pressure, whether it was to take him out of the game, whether it was to show him, hey man, we're gonna let you get away with some of this, not that get away with any of this shit, don't come over here, I'm gonna hurt you, type thing. You know, whether you're
Yeah.
trying to send a message or literally just take him out of the game, it's fucked up because it obviously took him out of contention for winning this game because without your best player and you're facing Real
Yeah.
fucking Madrid and you got Gareth Bale coming off the bench on the other side of the field, what are your chances really? You know,
Yeah.
B, it fucked up because it took they were showing that first 30 minutes put the fucking map on notice. Like, holy shit, look at Liverpool.
Yeah,
Look at
exactly.
this English
Against
team.
Yeah.
You know,
And not even just an English team, like the 4th Premier League team. You know, Real Madrid's not any better. They finished 3rd in their respective league too, so it's not like they're over here with 100 points.
I think you both just put it all into the
Yeah.
Champions League.
And then I saw comments last night being like, Liverpool fans freaking out because they lost Salah. Is that the only player you have? No, but that's how a well-oiled machine works. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah, we
you're-
don't have Gareth Bale on
you
the
know,
fucking bench.
Exactly, dude. Like, I can't even think of a metaphor right now, man, but literally think of any piece of machinery.
dude,
Take out one piece of that machinery, and it still might work, kind of, but it's not going to work as well.
it.
Doesn't mean that's the most
Are
important
you ready?
piece.
Ready? Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Are you?
Yes.
If the Cavs play the Warriors, let's call the Warriors Real Madrid, right?
Mhm.
Fucking bench mob. You got the best starting 5 in the history of basketball.
Uh-huh.
You got Steph Curry. Let's say Steph
I think
Curry.
I know where you're going. It's a bad
Take
example.
Steph Curry or
okay,
KD is Cristiano Ronaldo. Pick your fucking poison. Either one,
So
right?
what's your point?
Playing the Cavaliers. Okay? Cavaliers, right now, very good team. Very good
Mm-mm.
team.
Are you saying Mohamed Salah is LeBron?
Yeah.
Nope.
Why not?
Because Liverpool is way better than the Cavs are without
okay,
LeBron.
so fucking whatever, man. So
Think
LeBron
of
last year.
Think of
the
Liverpool.
Cavs last year. Take the Cavs last year.
Uh-huh.
So Salah would be LeBron.
Yeah.
Mane could be Kyrie, and Kevin Love could be
Firmino.
what's his first name? Roberto Firmino.
Yeah.
Right. So you take fucking LeBron James out of the equation. Sure, you still got Kyrie and Kevin Love, and then these other guys.
I would
who
even
are
do it the opposite
decent.
way. I would even think just think of more like Golden State.
That's what.
As Liverpool.
No,
Not that the skills
Golden
are the
State's better.
same. I know that. But Curry could be Mohamed Salah, right? You take Salah off, and Liverpool's still good, but Golden State did not play as well this year without Curry on the field.
Yeah,
you
but
have Kevin
I'd
Durant,
take it
Hall
the
of
other way.
Famer. You got Klay Thompson, Hall of Famer. You got all these people, but they still can't play as good without this one guy.
I'd call it the other way, man.
I wouldn't, because that's horrible.
They
like
would.
the Cavs
Dude,
are
the Ca-
trash.
Dude, they made it to the finals last year without Steph Curry.
Who did?
The Golden State Warriors, man. He was gone the entire
Was he?
first half of the playoffs.
I thought that was this year.
And but either way, it's just
I
like
get
so
what you're
you
saying.
have a
Yeah,
top
yeah.
three. The Cavs have the Cavs last year had a top three players, right?
Yes.
And then a bunch of role players underneath. You take LeBron James. Sure, you still got Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving, but against Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Andre Iguodala, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green,
Yes.
Sean Livingston.
I'm aware of what
you
you're
know
saying.
what I mean? So you take out Mohamed Salah, and like, dude, we're still Liverpool.
The space
you know?
isn't open. Like, now you got to put in Lallana. Now it messes up your bench.
Mhm.
All right. So this is the 30-minute mark. Okay. So to continue with the game, Salah's out. Literally like a minute later, Carvajal, the Real Madrid defender, also gets injured. He didn't get tackled or
He just kinda rolled his
maliciously
ankle.
bashed in the arm, but he rolled his ankle, and he had just came back from injury because he wasn't in the Bayern Munich series, and he was out. He was in tears, man. It was like, damn, that's a
Yeah.
guy cool in your face, Real Madrid. Now we got one back.
But it's not really the
So
same.
the final 15 minutes of the first half was just stale. Obviously, Liverpool was in shock. You know what I mean? And it's just flat play from both sides, and they made it to halftime 0-0.
Isco had a couple opportunities. but
Yeah,
that's
they
about
had
it.
they had that one opportunity where
It was like they scored, but it was clearly
offsides.
offsides.
Yeah. And so we're going to halftime, and it's just like, damn, dog. It's so fucked. We were just in shock the whole time.
Yeah.
Just
And
bullshit.
then it was like, I don't know. They needed something coming out of the second half. And the only problem with Liverpool is they don't have that bench they don't have that player to put in. And
Chamberlain was already injured.
Yeah.
Chamberlain got injured like
he would have been the guy
a month
too.
ago, and then Lallana too. Lallana's a really good player, but he's off the bench, give you a whole lot of energy in the second half. So
Yeah.
if Salah never got hurt, then you would. Let's just pretend. Let's not go like that far of what ifs. Chamberlain's hurt, so he's not even on the roster. But Lallana coming in the second half for Wijnaldum, or even Milner when he got tired,
Yeah.
would have been a huge boost. Still having Salah on the field. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But you had to take your one best bench player and put him into the game 30 minutes.
And then when
At
it
the
comes
70
time,
minute, yeah, when it comes time to switch out, like
who
there's
do you have
nothing
left? You have
exactly.
no one, who'd they put in? Chan, right?
Yeah. Chan.
Fuck, let's bring up a point. I was talking to my buddy Hobby last night about
What did he say about the play?
nothing really. We didn't
say it
get
was
too far
dirty?
into it. Just like he's like, yeah, man, but they were gonna lose either way. He's like, either way, Real Madrid would have figured it out. I was like, yeah,
No. What do you
maybe.
mean?
Yeah, maybe, and then he's like, "Yeah, they would have figured it out." Like, dude, figured what out? And then here's I'm gonna say my piece real quick. All right, everyone's giving Zinedine Zidane credit for being like this glorified,
He is.
all-seeing god of a coach. Not, hey, Kyle.
Why not? Why
He's
not?
not
What?
because he's fucking coaching Real Madrid. He didn't take Atletico. He didn't take Sevilla and bring them from the depths of hell and raise them to be Champions League winners. You have the greatest roster ever assembled because you're fucking Real Madrid.
Yeah.
And people talking about like, oh, he put in Gareth Bale. What a genius! You put in Gareth Bale.
Yeah, I know.
He's a top
but
10 player
it's-
on the
but
planet
it's
Earth.
about
It's not a
wh-
fucking like Messiah
It's about when you
move.
do it.
No, it's not. He
Yes,
put in
it
Gareth
is.
Bale. You
What
can
do
put
you
him in any minute from 0 to 90. He could play 90 minutes of football. You could take him out and put him in whenever the fuck you want to, and he's gonna score. He's Gareth Bale.
Yeah, no, but you didn't replace him for nobody. They replaced Isco.
Yeah, because that was the plan the whole time. But it's
I
not.
know,
All I'm saying
but-
is like it wasn't some all-seeing Messiah move. Like he was getting all this credit and praise.
I
Like,
feel
oh
like
my
we
god.
don't watch enough Real Madrid soccer to like comment on that. If the whole world and people on ESPN and people on Fox are saying of what a job he's done over the last 3 years to never manage, he didn't manage some chump club, get some
I
experience
suppose you're
to come
right.
to Real
I suppose
Madrid.
you're right. Maybe
3 years, 3 league championships.
Maybe
like,
it's just the Gareth Bale thing that I'm upset with. 'Cause
Mhm.
people were like praising that, and it's like, dude, like you didn't fucking solve Rubik's cube, man. You
Mhm.
put in. Oh, like, I got one of the best 6-7 players on the planet Earth on my bench right now. Fresh legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
go play
guess.
soccer. Okay,
Yeah, no,
great.
but it all
I'll go
depends
do
when.
that. And then he goes and kicks ass because he's fucking amazing, you
Yeah.
know? And that's something that Liverpool didn't have the opportunity to do. Meanwhile, they're like literally trying to like find a water boy who might, be good enough to come in and put some fresh legs on the bench. You know what I mean?
So the second half started, and it doesn't take long before the 51 minute when Real Madrid scores. They didn't score an awesome goal. They scored on some bullshit. Okay. There was a pass from the midfield. I don't remember who passed it, but somebody passed it ahead to Benzema, and it was like way too far, and he looked offsides anyways, right?
Oh yeah.
But it went
shit.
past Benzema and it rolled right to Karius, Liverpool's goalkeeper. And so Karius picked it up, and Benzema's standing right in front of him. And he goes to like roll it out to somebody. And the second he let go to roll it out, Benzema was still 2 feet in front of him. Benzema kicks it as soon as he lets it go, and it goes into the net. Basically like an own goal.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot touch the ball when the goalie's holding it. The refs must have seen that he kicked it the very second that what's-his-name let go. You cannot block somebody from kicking it. The same way that no defender just stands there in front of the goalie when he does a drop kick. Like, you cannot do that.
Yeah.
But if he goes to throw it and he let go, that is a live ball.
Yeah.
If a goalie catches the ball, drops it at his feet, and decides to juggle it, that is a live ball.
Yeah.
He's protected by nothing.
Yeah.
Zacharias fucked up. And never should have made that play.
No.
For sure, relax. You know what I mean? I don't even care if you thought he was offsides. I don't know what you thought. Like,
I think that's
and that's
what
where
he thought.
experience comes in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Experience comes in to know, just like, relax, man. Like, this guy's right in front of me. I don't want to do anything too foolish. Like, I know I want to make the quick play. You know what I'm saying? Like, their whole offense is forward. Let me roll it out, do a quick through pass, and now we're on the offensive. Like, relax. It's a Champions League game. It's Real Madrid. That's 100% on Karius. You know what I mean? And I knew it too. The second I saw it, it was a goal right away. And yeah, like you said, like they bring up offsides flags all the time. Like that other goal where they didn't have it.
Yeah.
It was a cross from Isco. Ronaldo headed it. Karius blocked it. And then Benzema kicked it in. They were about to celebrate, and then the flag goes up. You know what I mean? And they do it all the time. But like, they didn't do it this time, so the ref must have not thought he was offsides. The ref must have not saw it the way we saw it.
Yeah.
So he was never going to lift the flag, and therefore it was a live ball, and Karius just should have
fucked up.
hold on or
Yeah.
tossed it farther. Like, you can't toss it to somebody right in front of you like
Even
that.
in FIFA, how many times do you make that dumbass mistake?
Yeah, dude.
You know, where it's like, oh
Like,
shit, I passed
never.
it to the wrong guy, and you're right there.
Like, you just can't make that mistake, man. And so that's what happened at the 51 minute. So now it's 1-0, and we're like, shit. You know, you, me, and Sam were like, well, we don't have Salah. You know, we was already an uphill battle to get one. Now they scored.
Yeah.
But what do you know?
What is it? 10 minutes later?
4 minutes later, in the 55th minute, Liverpool's on the offensive now, and they're making some good chances, and then boom, we fucking score. A right-footed shot, very close range. I think it was a center. It was a center. I think it might have been off a corner. It was a corner.
It was corner.
So it was off the corner. Lovren headed it.
Yep.
Lovren went up, headed it, and it went to the ground. And then Mane came in right in the middle of a pile of a bunch of people inside the box. So Mane was able to get to the ball and score a goal. And we were freaking out. And then that's like the type of plays that we make. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's a momentum changer. Too.
Yeah, exactly. Huge momentum changer. And so now it's 1-1 in the 51 minute. Attempt missed. Isco shot. Misses to the right corner. Conceded by Karius. Offsides. Nacho tries the through ball. And then in the 61 minute. So obviously now, so we scored, right?
Yeah.
So we tied up the game. And now we have offensive momentum to try and get a second one. And this is where the substitution comes in. You know what I'm saying? Change up the entire game plan of what they're doing. I can't remember what formation they were running. A 4-3-3. A 4-3-3, but it was more like a 4-3-1-2.
Yeah.
Because it was Ronaldo, Benzema.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Benzema, Ronaldo, Isco behind them. So that's 3. And then the midfielders, Cruz, Casemiro, and the other one I can't remember, the really good guy.
Yeah.
Lucic. And then the defenders. And then they took out Isco because it was working. They had opportunities, but now they wanted to spread the field.
Yeah.
Fresh legs and to spread the field. So now the whole formation changed.
Yeah.
Now instead of a 2-1 tight formation in the middle, it was Benzema, Ronaldo, who likes to play farther outside anyways, and Bale to the right. And now you're spreading the field, stopping that offensive pressure and the momentum that Liverpool just got from scoring that goal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where like the genius comes in.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I see that they just picked up. I'm shutting this shit off right now.
Yeah.
There's no more wide space for. They don't even have Mane, Salah. Let's say they changed up the formation with Salah. You still have Salah.
Yeah.
So you still have an opportunity to get forward because he's that good of a player. You know what I mean? But now without Salah, and now you got Lallana, who doesn't even play a forward position. I'm gonna open this shit up, so now I have more room to block you from getting, those wide passes in. Like that's where the genius comes in, and I can see it.
All right,
you know what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense? Like,
it does, yeah.
It proved correct because it wasn't nothing but fucking. Let's see how long late this was. So the substitution comes in 3 minutes later, man. Gareth Bale scores one of the single greatest goal
not for nothing,
in Champions League history.
I was upset because your team was losing.
Yeah.
Super glad I saw that live.
Yeah.
That was one of the best things I've ever seen in the history of fucking sports.
Yeah. So if anybody who hasn't seen it, 64th minute, off of a fucking corner, assisted by Marcelo. Marcelo crossed it, and fucking out of nowhere, for no reason at all, like, I think, I'll say it in a second, out of nowhere, cross, Gareth Bale goes up, left-footed, Chilena's the living fucking shit out of this ball, dog.
Yeah.
And I didn't watch the replay enough after the game to, like, really get all the angles and everything that they were talking about, but Bicycle kicks the goal, and they score. And now it's 2-1. And it's, like, the single greatest goal.
And he was on the field for maybe, I don't know,
4 minutes?
37 seconds, Kyle.
Dude.
He's on the field for 37 seconds.
And then that just adds to what you were doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right. Like, Isco's a playmaker, and he can score unbelievable goals. But it's like, all right, let's spread the field, shut down this momentum, and put in one of the best players in the world on offense. You know what I'm saying? Bale starts. The fact that Isco even started was a change up to their lineup. That's a pretty big change for a Champions League final. He didn't do what was comfortable. He felt he wanted to do something that was different, that
was
would
going
work.
To throw them off.
It didn't work. So all right, let's go back to what we do. Fucking Gareth Bale.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Ronaldo scored that very similar goal like 3 months ago.
Oh yeah, yep.
And that was unbelievable. But a lot of people are saying this one's better just because of the circumstances,
the timing,
the fact
and
of like
just
the
got
way
off
he
the bench.
kicked it.
Yeah.
Like the Ronaldo one was more of like a pass like backwards. And that he like went, like a normal bicycle kick where you just straight kick it.
Yeah.
Where this ball was literally like, I don't know how to show it to the fans, but this ball was coming sideways,
crossing the field,
and he kicked it out of the air.
Completely changed the
saying?
direction.
Like a lot of times it's coming towards you, and you can kind of read it and kick it backwards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like forwards, backwards.
But this was going on a complete horizontal plane, and then he kicks it and asymmetrically goes at a 90-degree angle.
Exactly. It was like this.
So the amount of power
kick,
where it doesn't roll off with the shin guard and bounce in the other direction, sort of.
Kicked the
you have to put the shin on the fucking ball.
Yeah.
It was a thing of beauty. Again, I'm sorry it was Liverpool.
Yeah.
But it was a hell of a goal. And then
that's in the 64th minute.
Yeah.
Still have time. It's like, all right, well, again, another uphill battle for Liverpool. It's like, God damn it, man. Like, we scored, we got momentum, and then they do this. Now we got to score again just to tie it. But I'm cool with going to fucking penalty kicks. So let's go. And at that point, the game is back and forth. They have chances. I think we have a couple chances as well, but nothing like concrete. Like a lot of this is like, I'm looking at the play-by-play on my phone. A lot of this is like Real Madrid stuff. There's no like, missed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mane in the 70th minute when he hit that post. He just, my God. So in the 70th minute, Mane was on the outside of the box, and he went past two defenders and kicked it, and he couldn't get his foot wrapped around the ball enough to get some spin on it. So it was more of a flat kick,
like a knuckleball.
A knuckleball that went straight to the outside of the post. And if there was just a little bit of curve, a little bit of spin on it, he would have beaten the goalie's name Navas.
Yeah,
he would have beaten Navas to the corner of that goal, and they would have scored.
Yeah.
And that would have been fucking insane.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying? Because Salah goes out, you need somebody to step up, and it was Mane.
Mane stepped up, and he played his ass off. And so did Liverpool. Don't hang your heads. You lost to the greatest dynasty in the history of soccer without your best player, and with Gareth Bale coming off the bench against, fucking Zinedine Zidane. And so nothing to hang your head about. They played damn good, and Mane made a name for himself last night.
Yeah.
Yesterday, what do you want to call it?
So that happens. It's like, son of a bitch, right? So now we got like 20 minutes left, and we're thinking if Klopp is gonna make a substitution for Liverpool, but the whole time we're just saying, and the announcers are saying, like, what is he gonna go to? Like, I get like fresh legs,
but like literally who?
Like fresh legs over like someone who's better. You know what I'm saying? Like in the 82nd minute, is Ings better than Lallana? Is he better than Wijnaldum? Probably. They finally made a substitution for Milner, but I think that wasn't until after. Yeah, that was after the
like
goal.
82nd minute, and they put
83rd.
Yeah.
So the 82nd minute, for no reason at all, Gareth Bale from like 50 yards out decides to kick the living shit out of the ball, which he does on some FIFA shit. And it's a very easy stop for Karius. But again, another like knuckleball. You could see it moving, Karius goes up to stop it, and he has his palms like this, flat. And I don't know if he takes his eye off the ball or what, but the ball hits his hands and just trips back right into the fucking goal. Horrible. And I was watching a fucking interview afterwards.
On 2 parts. Save your interview.
Go ahead.
But like horrible on 2 parts, because I saw the fucking play develop. I saw the field open up around him because
nobody was attacking him.
I think Benzema like kind of went off to the right side and then opened the middle of the field because 2 defenders, instead of one sticking on and in front of Bale, they both took his pass option away.
Yeah.
Because he's 30.
It was like 50, 40 yards out.
Yeah,
man.
some shit.
It was insane.
Yeah, 40 yards out, 45 yards out. So it's like, cool, he's not going to shoot it. Take his passing options away.
That's exactly what I would have done.
A decent idea, you know.
I would have exactly what I would have done.
Fucking Garrett Bale, he's got the power of Bane behind him, and he fucking blasted from 50 yards out. So A, mistake on defense. B, I don't know what the fuck drugs Karius was on last night, but to not be able to stop that shot, to get your hand.
It's a
John
Madden
Madden said, man, you get your hands on the ball, you have to catch it.
Yeah.
You get your hands on the ball, you're the fucking goalie.
And I was saying, like, I thought he actually knuckled it, but then we saw the replay and he palmed it. Steven Gerrard last night in an interview after the game was saying that most goalkeepers in that situation would actually knuckle it out. Mm-hmm. So that doesn't happen. Yeah. Because you never know where the ball's going to go. You might miss it. So a lot of times they knuckle it out just to be, like, certain.
I don't know why you don't grab the damn ball.
I know. Because it's going that fast. You can't just grab it. But for sure, like, I don't know. He for sure messed up. But, like, you got to do something. Because to me, I've seen games where Karius went to knuckle it, and it rolled right off his knuckle and almost scored.
Yes, that's why.
So, like, it can go both ways. If he decided to knuckle it and missed, or it went in, you would have been like, dude, you should have palmed it. But we saw him palm it, and it still went in.
I played goalie for a year playing soccer, and it's like, I never liked doing the knuckle thing unless I knew I was in a safe place, because your knuckles don't exactly give it.
Well, it's flat. I mean, that's a pretty flat surface.
But
your hands are flatter.
Depends, you know, it depends. Like, I would never, like the punch thing, I wouldn't punch it because you can't really, like, it's not an accurate science.
No, I know, but if you're punching a corner
and I'm not a
out,
fucking
that makes
professional
sense.
Soccer player either, you know?
Yeah, you can't palm you wouldn't do that.
He made a rookie mistake. Like, literally, like, not rookie in first time playing the NFL. That's, like, rookie goalkeeper
It went off his fingers instead of his palm. Yeah. So, like, his fingers, your fingers are bendable, man. Your fingers, it hit the fingers and rolled off. It didn't hit him dead in the center. Like his hands were in the right place. It hit the center and it went in. No. Like, his hands were a little off and it hit the tips and went right in. And to be honest, that happens to goalies, man. Like, and I was really down on him last night, but watching some interviews and having a day to think about it, like, you got to support people, man, because honestly, games like that, not for nothing and not to get into a serious situation or serious talk, but a mental state of a person can seriously decline very rapidly to a unsafe level.
State,
yeah, on an unsafe level when games like that happen. So the team needs to wrap around him. His fans need to wrap around him, and he was very brave last night. He could have ran into the tunnels. He was on the field. He was crying. We were like, dude, there's no way Liverpool's going to go help him up. Like, no Liverpool player is going to go touch him right now, which is fine, and it's not anybody's fault because you're allowed to have human emotions. Mm-hmm. Like, it's for sure that guy's fault that we lost tonight. Not the only reason, but 2 big mistakes that if they didn't happen...
1-1 game.
Yeah, 1-1
without
game.
your 2 mistakes.
Exactly. And then who knows what happens, you know?
And without Salah. Like, dude, we did everything we fucking could, and we didn't have our best player on offense, and you still let them score 2 goals.
Yeah.
You know? Like... That first one was a fucking dumb idea, dumb mistake to make, and then the second one, more specifically, was just this trash. You know, like
and it wasn't in the 82nd minute. It was actually in the 83rd minute. It was right after the substitution. So we made the substitution,
and then that
in the 83rd, and then in the 83rd minute they scored.
And then at the end of the game, just finished very.
I mean, we tried, win a free kick in the 90th minute. Lallana left-footed shot from the center of the box was blocked in the 91st minute.
Yeah.
Toni Kroos wins a free kick. Corner Real. Sadio Mane wins a free kick in the defensive half. Second half ends. So
yeah.
After that goal,
there was that fucking Ronaldo was making this run down the right side of the field, just sort of that. So it's already what 3-1, right?
Yeah.
So it's already 3-1, and then Ronaldo in the it must have been like the 88th, 89th minute.
Oh yeah, and that fan came onto the field.
Yeah, Ronaldo's making this run down the right side of the pitch, and he's getting close. Went to where
it looked like he was going to do some
about
shit.
To do some Ronaldo
he was about to
shit,
score.
And it was just too much, man. Shout out to the fan. Fan did the right thing. Like, dude, fucking stop. You hurt our best player. He could be out for the World Cup. You fucking just kicked the shit out of us. don't score
I don't
again.
have that attitude. I
You
think
know?
it's super unsafe for fans. Fans should under no circumstances.
Yeah, well, you got tackled.
It could be
He's
10
probably-
to 1, and there's no reason for a fan to jump on the field. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're gonna stop them? Like, you're the reason why they don't score anymore?
I'm
like,
not saying
oh,
he was right.
this fan
I'm
put his
just
life
saying,
in
like,
the line.
I understand where he's coming from.
I guess.
I understand where he's coming from. I'm not saying he's right, but that's
He for sure
could have
gotten shot.
Where he's
He
like,
could have tried to
"Fuck this."
stab
Yeah.
Ronaldo. Like, it's just under
Yeah,
no
no.
circumstances.
I'm not saying he's right. I'm just saying I understand where he's coming from.
Yeah.
As a Liverpool fan, that's what he's thinking.
Yeah,
Like, dude,
it could
fuck
have been Liverpool.
that.
I don't know who it was. I don't know who it
He
was.
was either a Liverpool fan.
I'm sure it was a Liverpool fan.
Yeah, for sure it was. And then he runs on the field.
Insane.
And
He
gets
got
tackled
really
by
close
security.
too.
Yeah.
He got real close.
And then Ronaldo just looks upset because that was like
Yeah.
his one chance throughout the game.
Yeah.
Really, he didn't have like too many chances.
And that was a fucking game, man. Super depressed the whole day. It literally ruined my day.
Yeah,
Went to the
man.
park, had a good time, but when I came back home, dude, I was just
Upset.
so upset.
And
The
it's
day was
like-
not supposed to go like that. It just wasn't.
You guys have been, if you follow the show, you guys know that I'm obviously a huge Manchester United fan. Kyle's a diehard Liverpool fan. And last week, my team was in the FA Cup final, and we fucking lost. So, like, we both had really good seasons with a lot of highs.
And nobody
couple
was
of
going to catch
lows.
Manchester City, so it doesn't matter where you placed
Yeah.
in the Premier League.
We had a good
you weren't gonna
season
beat
regardless,
fucking, Yeah.
And a lot of highs, a lot of lows. You guys were doing well in the Champions League. We were doing well in the FA Cup. We were both doing well in the Premier League. So to finish the fucking season, not finishing, we finished second in the Premier League. You finished fourth. But that's not you don't get a medal for second. And then, it's about the hardware. So we were in the FA Cup. And FA Cup's not as much of...
It's not the Champions League.
It's not the Champions League, but I'd say it's like the next below that. At least FA Cup is the biggest tournament in English
Europa
football.
Cup.
It's in the English. It's the biggest
only
tournament
England,
in England.
yeah.
It's only England.
Yeah.
But we fucking got to the final, and then we played like trash and lost. And I was where Kyle was today.
The most upset thing about it is that, like, we just didn't get a chance to show the world or Real Madrid what we did for 30 minutes. That's what we were made of, man. If you want to see who's this Liverpool club, what is this whole
Salah. What's
Salah thing going on? What is this top three Mane, Firmino, Salah thing? What is this? Watch those first 25 minutes. You know what I mean? And, like, that's what we are.
I hope.
And, like, this is what's most upsetting. The goalie, Karius, is really good. In his last 38 games, 32 games for the club, only 2 goals were his fault. Meaning, like, he made, like, an error, whether it be, like, a pass like that or a missed deflection or something.
Yeah.
2 out of 38 games. I'm no statistical master when it comes to soccer and goalies. But, like, this sounds pretty good. They brought it up for a reason. They didn't bring it up because, like, yeah, this guy sucks all the time. Like, no. He's really good. He had, like, 16 clean sheets this year. Like, God knows only De Gea is better than him. Like, not the only one, but, like, that 16 is pretty good. You know what I mean?
No,
16 to 19 clean sheets. He did really well. Took over the spot because he wasn't even starting this year.
Yeah.
Simon Miglat, I can't remember how to say his last name. I don't like him anyway.
Was starting though.
Was starting, and then he just didn't do too good in a couple games. So Karius came in and did an outstanding job, man. And it just sucks that the day where your goalie messes up twice, it's in the Champions League final.
Yeah.
So the worst part that's eating me alive is the fact that, like, we didn't get to have the game that was supposed to happen. Real Madrid won. Did they deserve to win? They created more chances than we did. Even if you exclude those 2 bullshit goals, the Gareth Bale thing, that puts it 1-1, and then who knows what happens after that. But, like, and they've won 2 of the last years. They're not some chump team.
Yeah.
That's like, dude, if we were just healthy and those 2 goals didn't happen, this for sure would be a 5-1 game Liverpool against Sevilla in the final. Like, it's Real Madrid. They won 3 in a row. The greatest team of all time.
Yeah.
The greatest club team of all time. Shout out to you. But, like, that's just what hurts the most, is that we didn't get to play 90 minutes of Liverpool football to show the world what we can do against the greatest team of all time.
Yeah.
90 minutes in, I honestly feel like we would have won. And it's like, holy shit. Like, nobody thought anybody was going to beat Man City this year. We did it 3 times in 2 weeks. Nobody thought Liverpool was going to beat Real Madrid, the greatest team of all time. 3 out of 4 years, back-to-back champions. Liverpool just did that. That's what Jurgen Klopp is doing at Liverpool over the last 3 to 4 years. That's what Salah's about. Firmino, Mane, Jordan Henderson,
There's
like,
some real...
Our captain, like, our team is good.
I don't think you guys need to get rid of anybody particularly. If you guys can pick up just like a decent
just more
fucking
people,
backup
man.
Bench,
as far as, like, there's a heavy rumor mill about who we're trying to get this year. And
and then you need someone in the midfield, some sort of
Henderson.
another one, man.
Yeah.
You need more.
Well, I know. Well, Lallana, if he comes in, Lallana was hurt this year, like, a lot. And Emery Chan was hurt a lot. He hasn't played since March. Last night was his first game since March.
And then Oxlade-Chamberlain
was hurt.
I think.
You know what I'm saying?
I think
like,
he needs to be in a starting role.
I think if it's Lallana, at what Lallana can do, Chamberlain healthy, and then Henderson, that's really good.
Yeah.
Now you just need a bench mob.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And our defense got tremendously better at the beginning of the
You
year.
guys did damn good yesterday.
Yeah,
as
dude,
good as you could do
Van
against these
Dijk
fucking
is
psychos.
to us what Sergio Ramos is to Real Madrid, because Alexander-Arnold and Robertson,
game, dude.
so good. Robertson played fantastic. Our left back who goes up and does
Yeah.
crosses the same way that Marcelo does for Real Madrid.
Yeah, and
And then Lovren's really good, but like when he's put on the spot, he didn't play as well. And then the second you get Van Dijk, someone to help you, you know, you can't do everything by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. No, they worked well.
He
yesterday.
played so much better.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
But I
it's
think
just
you guys
so
need
upset.
to pick up a couple of pieces and you make another. You're in. You guys finished 4th, so you're in the Champions League next year. And let's hope for the fucking best. I mean, honestly, I hope you guys fucking get your ass kicked because I want Man United to make some changes and win. But I hope you guys have like some sort of success next year.
And then I was really excited for the World Cup because now, if you want to take it even further with this Salah injury, like it looks like it's going to be a dislocated shold. I mean, that's what we thought it was.
I'm hearing he might be back in two weeks.
Why?
I was
Did you hear
reading
that this morning?
Yesterday, yeah, last night.
Well, what'd you read?
That it's not as serious as original X-rays had shown, and it could be 2 to 3 weeks, and he'll be back in England. Yeah.
Who said that?
MB Sports or something like that.
I'll have to look it up now.
Yeah.
I should have looked it up before we started.
But it's
the show,
possible that he could miss the World Cup.
Yeah, because Klopp was saying it's serious. Klopp last night after the game was saying like it's really serious.
Yeah.
And then so dislocated shoulder or not, there's no way he's playing unless it's not a dislocated shoulder. Unless all the reports are wrong, it's like just like a seriously bruised
sprain,
like sprain where he couldn't play, which is fine. Maybe he'll make it back in time, but the World Cup is in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. He's an inspiration. Salah's an inspiration to people around the world. The only good thing to come out of last night is Ronaldo didn't score. Ronaldo didn't put on one of those historic Ronaldo moments.
Yeah.
So I feel like Salah still has a really good chance to win the.
Here's a question about the World Cup, right? Could you put if Salah is going to be ready in 4 weeks, right?
Mhm.
World Cup starts in 2 weeks. Does he need to be ready by this 2-week deadline?
I think you have to be on the roster. Yeah.
But can he be on the roster?
I don't know.
Can he be a sub? How many subs don't play?
Well, I know.
Most
yeah.
of.
But if you're injured,
well,
I don't know. I'm sure
you know
they
what I mean?
can. I don't know.
That's an option.
Egypt wasn't gonna go far in this fucking World Cup, but it's an inspiration for them to be there. He's the reason they're there. He scored the game-winning goal in qualifiers. Like it was gonna be a big deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just so fucked up.
But we do have the World Cup coming up, so there's going to be a lot more soccer talk going out throughout the summer. Maybe next week we'll make picks and predictions and shit and really get into that. And
fuck Real Madrid.
Fuck Real Madrid. They can all eat a bag of dicks.
Everybody fired.
Yeah, everybody fired. Fuck Dallas. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we'll get into the World Cup next week, and there's a lot more sports stuff to talk about, and we'll know more about the NBA Finals by then as well, and see who's that's decided tonight and tomorrow. So that'll be Game 7 will be decided by then, and yeah, we'll go from there. Anything else?
This is Anfield. Never walk alone.
Ex-ball players and people that are, in broadcasting.
Well, that's really not fair.
I know.